you're going to remove a ruling party, and then you're not going united, it becomes a problem.
Yes, sir, maybe we'll take it one at a time.
Yes, so in Bayelsa, when you asked Bayelsa, he asked Bayelsa, I said, he's an incumbent trying to do second time, right? And then you as an opposition, you want to unseat him. When your party is not united, it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. And if you, the incumbent is seen as having done something in his state,
that also counts.
Then it's a problem for you.
So first of all, that doesn't work in favor of your party.
Yes.
In Bayelsa. Incumbent that has moderately performed.
Yes.
And opposition that is disunited.
So it's a problem. And people must understand this. So just like what is happening now in Kogi State, you have seen, I watched was it AIT or channels, where I watched all the aspirants. You know what they are saying, that look, see what the party has done by changing the list of delegates, and that they want to tell the party, if that happens, consider that you will lose this election. Now there's an opposition party going to face the ruling party. Now the house is divided. How do you now put it through? The same thing where I was telling you here about what happened. Now this is a government of Rivers State, a party in Rivers State, that you, all of you, even Mr. President, has done so well. Now you are coming to fight us, right? And here the party is scattered. How do you win? Look at it this way. APC in Rivers, Magnus took some section and left to SDP, right? I took chunk of them back to me. Then the remaining carcass is what the former minister was having. How do you not put it through? And you're fighting a party that has so much done well. How do you put it through? What magic? What a miracle? So these are the things I say as opposition party fighting or trying to take over the rules of governance from the ruling party. One, you must be united.
All right.
Two, that party, that government must have done so badly that the people said, look, we must stomach this. It is deep, it is difficult. So our party should know that. Take like now you are saying that Emeka pulled out, like what you said, that because of reason, for what I read, or he opted for consensus, and if there's no consensus, there's no, that is not the reason is that because he had nowhere to hold, to face
But he has contested for governorship there before, so one would feel he has the capacity to
was not governor then. So you should know the one was not governor. That's a different. And two, look, the whole hope, I can tell you, the whole hope was that Atiku was going to be president, and that would give him leverage to now fight the incumbent, which is possible. But now the Atiku is not there. Where is it? We're under water for you.
So what must they do, Your Excellency? Let's take it one at a time.
I will tell you.
The PDP must win elections in this.
No, I have no fear about Bayelsa. I told you here. I have no fear about Bayelsa. I have no fear. I said, first of all, APC that's contending with them is not united, which is an advantage. And then the man is an incumbent. So it will be difficult for you to unseat the incumbent. One. Two, you cannot unseat because your house is not united. And you know how politics, how we behave. Before you know it, if A emerges now, a group or division will come and even move to support the incumbent. Now, for I don't see how strong in Imo. It's not my prayer that we should not win. It's not my prayer. But the reality must also be told. You know, we must look, see, it's our prayer that we win Rivers State, for example. That's the prayer of a political party. It's our prayer. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that prayer. But that prayer will materialize if one, you are united. That prayer will materialize if the people have lost confidence in this party here because of the non-performance of the administration. So you if you like, I fast every day. Say, God, it must be hit or something. God too, it's not only you as a child, he has also has his own child.
And all of them are praying.
And all of them are praying. So the truth of the matter is that as an opposition party, trying to unseat the ruling party, one thing you must do is that at least you must 80% together. And that also is still affecting Imo State. Yes, it's affecting Imo State. The party is not united. It's not united. And if you go with that, then there's a problem. There's a problem.
Against an incumbent.
Against an incumbent. No matter how you hate an incumbent, we have some advantages, right? But you have to, first of all, show that we are ready to go to this war. We are united in going to this war. And then the chances will be there. But you are not even there. Tom does his own left, Jerry does his own right, and then you now want to go and fight somebody who's even seen as, I don't want to talk about performance now. I don't want to, because I've not been to Imo State since he became a governor. So it will be good for me to, I don't use television to judge. That's why I bring people here, come and see. I'm sure even as you are coming, you have seen, even though China will not report. I know
that you are trying to
if the party is not there, the same who hope was fourth position in the last election. That's what they said. He became the first.
Fourth.
Now he's governor. You know you have a fight. You have a fight. It's not something you just go and say, no, you have a fight. You have a fight, you have a serious fight. And it requires people with heart. It requires people with a lot of thinking and strategy. It requires a lot of work for you. It's not just getting tickets. This is what I don't like. If it's to get tickets, so many people get tickets. And at the end of the day, what happens? You know, I don't like this attitude of, look at what you say, look at the election in Namasawa. Sorry, listen. For me, I would think that PDP will win. For me.
What about the one in Ogun State as well? It was very close, 13,000 margin.
But at least the one I followed well is what I'm talking about. I don't.
What in the sense that
not what
an incumbent shouldn't win with such a narrow margin.
Look, it was too narrow. That tells you where the people were heading to. Right? The party was also united. That's why they got that
result.
That result. But where the party is not there, how do you obtain how do you do it? That's the point I'm trying to make.
All right.
We still have a couple of issues to go.
Yes.
That's not typically take up the issue of what His Excellency, the role His Excellency may want to play in the reform of the PDP.
Oh, absolutely. That's the point I was going to. Because watching you speak, just to your left is that PDP flag. And if there's anything we've seen from this...
I left PDP.
Oh, I'm building up. Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. That your flag speaks to your membership of the PDP. But the question is, what then will it take to have you come back into the fold as it is? Because once people asked...
Let us finish elections.
Yes, so the people asked that, would you have...
I know what to...
Yeah. So a lot of people asked that, would you have really supported Mr. Atiku Abubakar if the chairmanship of the party had gone to the south? That's a big question a lot of people asked.
That answer be now.
Because that was a request, that was a demand the G5 governors were making.
First of all, if we made a demand, it is not easy to the demand. And now if you say, if he had, of what important would that be? It is over. So you can't cover a split milk.
But would you have kept your word?
What
Would
is
you have
that?
some
Why not have done it first? And let it be that we didn't keep our word. Then you hold us on that. And you did not. And you're not asking me, would I have? Of what effect again?
So what would it take to get you back into the fold?
For you, should it include looking at the books as well?
What
Looking at the
happened
books
to
as well.
people?
Because the allegations flying up and down, there's so much money was raised, done the series of forms and all of that. And today,
Where the money went.
the PDP is broke. So where did all the billions go?
So why were we challenging it? You see, IU had an agenda. He just came to amass wealth. That was just all for him.
Those are very strong.
Have I not said it before? Is it the first time I said it? Does he not know? Do you know maybe who have given IU? Look, don't go there. IU knows. What do you mean by it's too strong? Have you not been challenged? Did I not say that you are building university? Did I not go to Boldy to see university? Where did the money come from?
Your Excellency, he's not here to defend him.
He's watching me. He's watching me. He is not watching me. His media people are watching me. They will tell him. What will he do?
Your Excellency, my interest, because I think we're losing time now, my interest is in how far members of your party who have won elections to the national, have consulted you, because we know that those who are seeking principal offices in the National Assembly are already consulting. Have you gotten any?
Yeah, people have come to see me, and I've been Wase has been here. Abati has come. Omai has come. Carlo has spoken. Also, Carlo has called me on phone from US. Somebody.
Now, what are you saying to them?
And what am I saying? I'm not in their party. First of all, democracy entails that majority should have their way. I've been hearing, I've been reading, where people are saying that the opposition party were meeting to take over leadership. That's not possible. You will support that. I won't do that.
I will support that your party should at least have something.
What we should take is minority. We're a minority. We're a minority. I'm not
That's what to work for.
You see, that's why, if you want the country to move on, you have a party that presidents have been elected. And you want to go and form leadership at the National Assembly.
It happened in the last year.
It did not happen. See what happened. Please let people get that correct. Saraki was a member of APC. Right? Now, people were running for that. He was not a candidate of his party for that position. However, he is entitled to run for election. And it was a Senate for Senate to decide. And that is how to go. It is the majority that still produce. They are not the candidate of the party. What PDP did, by using their own number, to say, this is the person that the ruling party is bringing. We will support this person. But not that PDP and other people will now, because if they have all the positions, maybe if they have the number, okay, you now want to run for Senate president. So people are, that's what you're saying, is not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct. APC will still produce the leadership.
Yeah. But in that, you also got something for your party. The PDP also got something that it didn't, it ought not to get. You got the position of deputy president.
Now listen, that's what I'm trying to say. And what happened to that administration? It affected the performance of the government because there was no relationship. Now we are talking about, and when there is no relationship, who will suffer? The people. You still want us to continue with that, where you have a president-elect who will not have a relationship with the leadership of the National Assembly. And then you come not to cry. No. From that day, of course, nobody should count River State as part of that. No.
Part of the agenda for
forget it. I won't do
to take over the leadership of the country.
But people can't tell us that now. Do they support us to win election? They can't tell us that. No, they cannot tell us that. They can't tell us that. No, they can't tell us that.
You can't tell your weight behind that kind of
I will not support that kind of move. That's what we're saying. Whether you want to take over the leadership as an opposition, I won't do that. Hey, look. You see, I'm not this kind of. You see, there are so many politicians who are very, very selfish. All these things you are seeing just selfish. Yes. Let them not tell you that. You said I supported for a certain president, isn't it? Now, so that support should end there. It should not go further for them to deliver what they're supposed to deliver to the country. All you want me to do is to go and support where he'll find it difficult
to operate.
How do you do that? In your conscience, how do you do that? And then tomorrow you begin to cry that the government is doing nothing. When the two arms of government, particularly the executive and the legislative, ought to work together to move the country forward. If anybody is thinking about that, of course, nobody should even come and tell me that kind of story. Nobody. Even we as our team will not support that.
All right.
We will not support that.
Your Excellency.
Allow the APC to choose their decision. It is the entitlement. We are minority. But we should have some very robust opposition to challenge the ruling party. It's not just to go and struggle for leadership. We should talk about robust opposition that will even make them to be strong and to work hard. Not everybody coming to look for what you are seeing. Let me just tell you the truth. What you are seeing, people who just want to be in leadership position. That is all.
Your Excellency, you have demystified the issue of party affiliation.
Wow.
Yes, in Rivers State you have brought governors from different political parties. Recently we had Governor Nasir
yes.
Rivers State, and that tells us that you're one unique politician. Yes. So why do you think that will not work at the national level?
Like how? What is that? We are governors. Peer review. We are colleagues. We learn from each other. What has that got to do with party? For Christ's sake, I have gone to social state and I've gone to commission project and I've asked question, how did you do this? How do you learn? Does that change me? It doesn't change me. Does that make me look little? No.
It doesn't also change the fact that you belong to two different political parties.
Who doesn't know that I belong to PDP? Is it a secret? So that means because I'm in PDP, I should not have a relationship with any other person in any party. No, that's not.
When Honorable Wasakeme, you were reported in the media saying that you will only support candidates put forward by his party.
My leadership.
And not by...
No, I'm not going to do this. People want to set by this country. We are talking about the Nigeria has to move. How will it move?
What advice then do you have for the APC? Because there are issues on ground already. The issue of the APC being lucky with the Muslim ticket for the presidency, it got away with that. Now, among those who are also arguing to be for the leadership of the National Assembly are also senators from the north who are also of the same faith as the president and the president-elect and vice president-elect. What would be your advice to the leadership of the APC, particularly giving you the advice you gave to Wasemon earlier on, that you will only support candidates put forward by the party?
First of all, I try not to play religious politics. I try not to. But I also know that we're from Nigeria. And so we must always remember the complexity of our country. I believe that the APC leadership should know that this is Nigeria. They know what to do to keep Nigeria together. So, it's as simple as that. I don't want to come out to say, a Muslim or a Christian but you should know that this is a country, and you must do something that every Nigerian or every state will believe that we are all part of this country, and therefore should do till that Nigeria will say, yes, we are happy with what has been done. Some people should forget about this individual thing. You see, the problem we have always had is that some people, when I see them talking about television, just selfishness. That is just all. Any right-thinking person should know where the Senate president should go to. Let us stop beating about the bush.
Where should he go to?
let APC come out first. And then we'll...
There are some, a lot of
let
Nigerians.
APC come out first.
Yeah,
and we'll be able to say, look, you
Yeah.
can't do this. We expected that you are mature enough to know the complexity of Nigeria. You see, I'm not in their party. I don't want to start dictating to them. No, I'm not in their party.
Yeah, but you're a Nigerian who, okay.
Qualified, you know, they see themselves as well.
Again, that is the argument.
What other things should Nigerians...
This is the argument I don't like. When people say, it's not only competence you use in given position. No, you must understand the country you are in. And I want people to say, oh, a president, no, whoever is competent. No, it's not correct. They cannot find competence only in one area. And then when people say, look, you have had a president for 8 years, let you go to the south. Does it mean that there are no people who are competent there? We should not judge ourselves. Yes, time will come when we go to that level, we pray, but not now. It also happens even in your state. Right? It's happening in your state. So when people say competence, leadership skill is not about first class. You may have had first class in university, but they give you a position, you cannot even handle it. You can't. We have seen it happen several times. There's one journalist who brags that he had first class university. But he was a press secretary to a president who they were bashing the president, couldn't even help to save the president. So you ask why the first class? Capacity to deliver, capacity to relate with your colleagues. It's not about first class.
So when you said
The
everyone,
point I'm making...
The journalist you talked about contested for as a deputy governorship as a running mate. The journalist you're making reference to.
Well, what's his name? You mean Reuben, Abati. No, you see, I don't look. Reuben is not one of those I want to talk about. He ran deputy to who? Deputy to who?
Buruji Kashamu,
Who was Buruji?
the PDP president.
Do you know him? Who doesn't know Buruji? And these are the same people that come and talk about Nigeria, talk about people moral. How can you say that? How can you say that? You ran deputy to a known drug what? You were deputy to. And then you see the one coming to talk about people, shouting about people. Ask him when he was in EFCC, when he came to see me at Asoko, what did you come to see me for? When you see him, ask him.
Maybe you can let us in on that.
You know, we were tired of when you have a platform, you begin to talk as if you have the tendency to say anything you want to say. People don't have morals. People don't have. You can have your first class from Harvard. It's not my business. You have your first class. What my business? Go and use it.
so are you
And do
concerned?
something well for the people.
Right. So are you
Not when
concerned?
you have a platform, you use it to abuse people. Look at you. Reuben Abati is a PDP member.
Was
He's still a PDP member. What does he want?
He's a journalist.
Has he resigned? When did he resign?
Well, let me just follow up with this
Let
question.
me finish. Yet you want to organize a debate between your own party and another party. I mean, how do you do things that way? Everybody knows your stand. Everybody knows our right position as far as politics was concerned. And then you expect me to go to appear before you. How can I do that?
In the same vein, Your Excellency,
How can I do that?
did you have concerns then when you saw court documents, court papers that showed $460,000 forfeited because they were related to drugs in the United States about the presidential candidate of the APC, now president-elect? Were you concerned when you saw those documents and then the reports as well?
What is the report? Do you read the report?
The court documents,
Yeah, what did it say? Tell something. What did he say? I have not read.
Oh,
you see the point with. You see, not when they capture something. They say the point. Was he indicted? Was he sent to jail? What does the report say?
So you were not worried that $460,000 was forfeited because it was related to drugs, and the court said, well, this is how it should
What
go.
should I be worried?
That
When I
is
got him the full details. If you read it, what was the report? What did he say?
No, I'm saying as a concerned Nigerian.
You are not a concerned Nigerian.
I'm saying for you now. Did you say, oh, let me follow
These are
through?
matters in court now. Here one of the allegations made by Labour Party, so I cannot begin to discuss about it.
No, it was just whether or not you were concerned.
Concerned
I think the question was
why
just...
should I be concerned about what is correct or what is not correct? It's before the court. Now the court made a pronouncement. So I'm not carried away by this sentiment. I'm not carried away.
Your Excellency, two issues before we leave.
Yeah.
One is that on Saturday, there will be supplementary elections. And two federal constituencies in River State are part of where the supplementary elections will be over the nationwide. We would like to find out how prepared you are.
We are fully prepared. Let me just tell you, we are fully prepared. Now, one in federal constituency, two. Port Harcourt federal constituency. The APC candidate has withdrawn. He said he won't run again. He's supporting us.
Is that to the knowledge of INEC? In any case, INEC will say that he's still a candidate.
We look for somebody to. So in Gokana Kana, we are leading with 6,000 votes. Now the election we did in 2 wards, Ward 7 and Ward 4.
That ought to be the stronghold of the SDP.
Did you win any of those local government? Did you win any of the assembly seats? Did you win? What do you people take this struggle? How do you determine something? Because you are from that area. That makes you to... this is what I've done for that local government.
So are you going into that election sure of victory?
No win.
What if it turns the other way?
We will win, please. I don't want to. Let me tell you, see, look. First of all, you see, there are things which go bad among the take that for example. There are some people say, what are we still doing? Of what purpose will this help us? The state is a pure PDP state.
It sounds like you're taking your opponents for granted.
Which granted? I will not done election. Did they not lose? What is the granted again? I mean, we went to play football match yesterday. We defeated it 5-0. And then you're saying we're taking for granted. What is the granted? We have won you. And we still win this. We are prepared.
Yeah, but this election is still pending.
So we are going to see, we are taking that election as if it's an election that, like just like what the way we do the governorship election. We are going for the election real to show that we are in charge.
Okay.
We have been discussing it, we have been campaigning for it, we have been doing it's not a question where I would say because I'm a governor, I don't want to know. We're fully interested, we will win. Not just because we don't want to have look, we're not happy in one seat we lost. That was a betrayal. Just let me tell you how this works. Okrika and Ogubolo. That's one federal constituency. Now the way it is done, they always, when Okrika goes, it goes back to Ogubolo. But see, Okrika are more in majority. That is the local government are more in majority than Ogubolo. So our people sold us out in Okrika. I still say that that seat was remain in Okrika. And it was not as if it was a seat that we were supposed to use. And when I saw that, and I said, look, you did it, we are not going to challenge it.
Okay. That was going to be my follow-up question.
Yes, so we're not going to challenge it. The only one we're challenging is the Port Harcourt federal one, and which we have gone to tribunal. Okay. So I can see, when I see something real, I don't go and beat about the bush.
Okay. We need to move quickly because time is running against us. I know that there's still one big flyover left to be commissioned, even though we've been seeing the Air Rufais and the Bala Mohammeds come to commission of recent. But I still know that there's one.
Yeah, that's the 12th.
Is that the one you are reserving for the president-elect?
It's not a good one.
To cement your new relationship?
No. I don't need to cement any relationship.
It's already cemented.
When he came for campaign, he came and paid a concert call on me with his team. I told him that it's late now. I've invited P2B as well as the presidential candidate. He came and commissioned project. I invited Kwakwanso. He came and commissioned the project. I want to also have invited you, but it is late, right? So I hope that after the election, we will invite you to come and commission before you are sworn in as president.
That was a prophecy?
So I spoke to him and I said we're looking at 3rd and 4th of May. And he said yes, that's the promise he made. So it is not as if to cement any relationship, no. And he said it when he came to pay cost call after his campaign at Stadium. So the issue of cement, not only that, and then the courthouses that will be, if you go and see the Master courthouses, I don't see any state that has that. So we're thinking that you commission the 12th level and the court houses.
The Rumuwuchi market, someone raised concerns about it, that beautiful market's being commissioned. By the way, Your Excellency, I think it's not fair to say we do not cover your commissionings. I think if there's anyone
we pay for it.
and you get fantastic value.
No, we pay for it.
Excellent value you get for it, Your Excellency.
Let us keep the record straight.
No problem.
We pay.
That is
so
business.
It's not as if
But you get excellent value.
You have a good relationship.
But we show it, you get value, and that's how it should be.
All of you, NTA, channels,
TVC.
TVC, and all of you cover it. Why do we do that? We want to have a loud publicity. Those of our enemies who, when they see it, they say, okay, go to channels. So when they go to channels, they say, okay, go to NTA.
So you're locking the airwaves down.
TVC.
So they cannot miss it wherever they
go. They must watch it.
So what's going on with the Rumuwuchi market?
No. What it's it. You open before I leave. To allocate market, it's not an easy thing. The kind of controversy community also, but so you think that we'll just go and build a market and just leave it. I mean, if you know that there must be something wrong, but we're almost there.
When can they look forward to
I have told you before I leave.
Because they see the edifice and they imagine what can happen with it.
Don't bother about that. Have you told me congratulations for building such edifice? All you want to hear.
Congratulations. Congratulations on being order. But it's not complete until the people start using it.
But you come and say, oh, we have seen what you've done. That is great. You only bring people are complaining.
No, it's for the people. That's the same people you're serving that are wondering when can we get access
to it. They're not
to
complaining to you.
All right.
It's but
it's not in use yet.
We have to about where we are.
That exactly. It's a beautiful ambience, guys.
Absolutely.
Those watching can actually see what is in here. It shows that Your Excellency, you're very much prepared to leave on May 29. So what will you be doing with this place?
First of all, the day you are sworn in, you know the day you will leave. So it's not as if you are taken unaware. It's not as if where you go like civil servants when they know that they have to go and change their age and they don't want to leave. I know on May 29, 2023, I will leave in office. And then I have to prepare myself. What am I really going to do? That's why I told you that I'm not going to stay in Abuja. I've put this library together to see how of use I can also be to society. It's not sometimes you may want to go and give talks, you want to give some mentoring talks. You need to have a relaxed place to do that. And also people who want to make some references to library will also have the opportunity to come here and make some references. All my works as council chairman, as chief of staff, as minister, down to the governor, will be available to those who want to make a reference. And also And when Bishop Kuka came, he said, I said, look, you would like to partner with us so that we begin to exchange ideas. So I have a lot of things to do, to offer, not just...
So you will be a jobless return.
no.
And I'm also sure that you'll be putting a lot of lines together. Your 12-year odyssey in government. I said 12-year, more than that.
No, it's an idea.
1999.
It's an idea I've always had that at the end of this public service, what else will we be doing? Would I go back to practice law?
Oh, like go to the court? It'll be interesting to see you in the court.
So many things, come into idea. But one thing that impressed me most is I think I made a good decision. You don't need to be president before you have a library.
To make impact.
And that's why I told you that I don't have that intention to go and give, begin to put pressure as former governors forum. I don't know.
We just say congratulations.
So, for the first time, I appreciate that you've seen what we have done. It's not that people are saying. Because there are some
People are saying this is beautiful.
there are some media.
That is beautiful.
There are some media.
Honestly.
But we never carry, even when they see the fantastic projects, they will turn their face like this. But when the rollers bring out, people say, what is our university? People say, there's one political party now, the ANEC has created. I think Arise political party. Arise is
It's not part of the 18 political party. I checked.
I have the 19 political party now.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Let's just leave it here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we say congratulations again for this very beautiful edifice.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right, guys.
You're welcome.
Miriam, I'm sure you've had a very terrific time today. Aju Kayode.
Let me say congratulations again. On record. Congratulations.
I will not people are saying.
People are saying congratulations as well.
And Mike, we had the opportunity of
It's been amazing. The governor took us round. It's really an amazing edifice. Great place. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Thank you. We hope to come back here to read sometimes and also consult with him.
Thank you, Mike.